welcome to a new live stream. Hello, how you doing? Nice to see all of you guys. Hope the audio is working. Yes, perfect. How you doing? I hope that you're holding on with this very tense situation. Yes, so let me check who's here. First, Abudi, welcome man, nice to see you. And yes, we're gonna take a look at FET as well and AI. Um, Alauddin, nice to see you, man. I'm gonna remove my pin message because I cannot see the first messages. It's covering it. All right, here we go. Muhammad, how you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream as well for this weekend. We're gonna see what's going on. TG, hi KG, I'm very much interested in your view on BTC. Yeah, definitely. FET is already there in the list. And because the last update is long ago with, yes, we're gonna do also for with already there. So I already marked what you asked for, but I think I missed some. Dermot, could you please update BONK? Yes, it's also there in the wish list. Hello KG from Sean, a render. It is in the main list. MT, JASMY also, yes, and very welcome, man. Dev, hello, I'm doing well, man. I hope you're doing well too. All right, so Mr. Z, what do we have? Rune and RKM. Okay, I think I come to here with the list. So Rune and ARKM. I think we did this last time, and I said that it doesn't look good. So preferably to not take a look. Rune is a fine one, but RKM I still remember it's not really interesting coin. Sorry, brother. Funk, hello, how you doing? GC Vega, good morning. Osbert, hello KG, let's look at USDT dominance. We can take a look, yeah, I mean, we have to take a look with it on BTC dominance, USDT dominance as well. We're gonna take a fast look on it to see the whole idea. And Saad Khan, virtual is already in the list, bro. Okay, so Ted, I hope you're doing great. I'm doing great. Now I'm preparing for my trip and I'm a little bit under pressure. And that's why today I felt, okay, I will do the analysis, the deep analysis already in the live stream. And that because, of course, I still see, of course, that the market is a little bit slow for today, but it might start. And that's why I put the live stream at this time, actually, because, of course, we are in a wave 4. Based on the time with wave 2, we are very close to move for wave 5. We're going to see. All right, Clementinox, hey KG, can you please analyze the short-term render? It is there and near. Okay. Yes, we're gonna do yeah, those for today. I think I don't have really much more time today, so we're gonna do until this. And if there is something, Daniello, how you doing, man? Uh, Welcome to the live stream and nice to see you, bro. MG, you're here. Nice to see you. Wow, everyone is here today. Nice to see all of you guys. Okay. Um, Okay, so we're gonna stop there for the wish list because yeah, I have to go also after and prepare myself. So as you know now, the Middle East is in tension, high tension, and yeah, I don't know, the whole market are very, how to say, precautious, yeah, are still watching what's gonna happen. Now today I hear also bad news. It's not really nice fundamentally that the war is gonna expand and so on. So I hope not. I hope not. I hope the peace reign everywhere, guys. But yeah, regarding our markets, crypto, stocks, commodities, everything is, how to say, very volatile. Some of some of them are very up, some of them are very low, but the crypto market is not showing good signs for high. Okay, this is the thing. Now, of course, commodities, golds, silvers, everything else is moving up. The stocks are moving down, while also crypto market also potentially is of course moving down. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Hopefully that the things do not escalate much more, and the things goes better, because this is not a good thing in the Middle East. Yeah, like it's gonna affect the whole world. Yeah, it's the center of the earth. Imagine. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Anyway, as I said, also I'm preparing for my trip. So I'm going first to Egypt, Lebanon, Dubai, and yeah, hopefully that the tension is also going to be less. I don't know if I'm gonna be successful to reach Dubai, or something yeah, we'll be interrupting. Hopefully not, but yeah, we're gonna see. But I'm gonna try my best, of course, for the channels during my trip. Okay, I'm gonna try, of course, to be live. Maybe it depends on the connections, but I'm gonna try to make videos. For example, one video have like 3 or 4 updates: Bitcoin, SUI, render, FET, for example. Just one video showing all of this. So that will be much more easier for me from editing and so on, and uploading, you know. So just upload this one at least every day, upload several cryptos besides Bitcoin, and I think we will be okay, right? I will be, of course, on Discord as well. In the morning, probably a little bit, and then of course at night, definitely I will be chilling on Discord with you guys. All right, so yeah, let's start with Bitcoin. Now, as you can see, where are we? On the 15-minute chart. Okay, yeah, this is a very micro counting here. I do normally this just for information, of course, to be much more precise. But basically, yeah, I can show you what's going on. Actually, so here is, we have double 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Okay, so we have already double 1 2 3 4 5, and then a wave 4 and a 5 here. Let me take my brush. So we have 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 and a 5, finishing wave 1 potentially. Of course, it can be a wave 1 as an impulse, but of course we will see later on that, okay, potentially wave 3 was unfolding, but the wave 4 is interfering in the zone 1, meaning it's not an impulse, but it has turned into kind of like leading diagonal. Can be. Why? Because if you take this as a kind of like an impulse here, finished wave A, okay, A, B, and a C, and we have another impulse A, B, C here, right? We have A, B, and a C, and then we have another zigzag here, A, B, and a C. Okay, so it's kind of like leading diagonal, A, B, C, and then impulse. Yeah. So because of that, is looking as a zigzag, same as for this one, looking like a zigzag. I start to take a look, okay, can we take this part also as a zigzag? Which it can be very possible. Okay, it can be, guys, that you can take it also as a zigzag. But yeah, I mean, this is the second part of the wave C, which is an impulse here, and you have another impulse there. Okay, so A, B, and a C. If this happens, so the 3 waves are zigzags, that means you can count this as 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Okay, as a leading diagonal. This is the first possibility. Now, of course, there is another possibility in the orange. It can be, of course, a W, an X here, and a big zigzag. Okay, yeah, so a big zigzag for the wave Y. All right, and in that way, it makes it 3 waves, right? 3 waves corrective in case we are in W, X, and Y. As you can see, it can be both, guys. It can be, of course, a wave 1, meaning leading diagonal, wave 2, and continuation toward the downside. Or it can be a W, X, and a Y, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 5 ways down. Okay? Basically, here what you got after, there is no debate that this is an ABC. It's very easy, right? ABC, zigzag, where you have 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Now the wave 4 maybe was the trick here. Very, very low time regarding the wave 2, right? So 1 2 3 4 and a 5, but very clear impulse, not interfering. So we have also 1 2 3 4 5 for wave A or wave B. 1 2 3 4 5. Very, very easy zigzag, I would say. And then we're moving toward the downside impulsively, right? So we have here 1 2 3 4 and a 5, finished wave 5, and you have another 1 2 here, currently you're opening for a wave 4 and a 5 for it. So you can finish a wave 5 here. If this impulse is done, finished with a wave C, therefore, okay, you can consider an A, B, and a C as mentioned. WXY for A, 3 waves zigzag for B, and an impulse 5 waves towards the 100K or 99K, hitting, of course, this wave C, taking the low perfectly as a regular flat, right? And then, of course, moving toward the upside, bullish, in case, of course, we are corrective. So let me remove the micro, is too much. Let's go to this one. Here we go. So this is what we are talking about, yeah? And because, of course, there is a possibility of 1, 2 here in a different scenario, but I just put it like, be careful from this crossroad, yeah? Because this can be as a leading diagonal, wave 1, wave 2, 3. For a wave 3, you would like to break, overshooting, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level decisively, okay? Meaning you would like to see at least the 1.27, okay? Once we reach the 1.27, this is a target, of course, for wave 3. Therefore, bear market might be unfolding, okay? Yeah, so basically this is what I'm looking for right now. In both case scenario, 1-to-1 fib level has to be taken, whether an ABC moving up again or wave 3 continue towards the downside from there, okay? And this is the highest possibility right now, of course, to take this one. But if you ask me what is the highest possibility over there, sorry, I just hit my hand with the mic. What is the highest possibility from the 1-to-1 fib level? I think, well, the highest possibility for me, guys, is looking for lower, honestly. And that because, of course, you know that this impulse toward the upside is already tired from the beginning, guys, okay? And you know that I don't see it as an impulse already, and that because also the wave 2 is a triangle, which is problematic against the rules, and yeah, which of course giving higher probability to move for lower. Now this is technically and based on the rules. Fundamentally, well, you know, guys, fundamentally you hear what is going on around, yeah, so it might be the thing. Yep, so this is my highest probability right now is to take this one and probably, of course, continue towards the downside. What does it mean continue towards the downside? Are we totally bearish? This is the ultimate bearish, right? Here we go. On the 4-hour chart, you might be looking, let me adjust this as a path. So you have already the 1, 2. You're looking for the 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, the wave 4 somehow like that. Now, okay, this is a bearish. Here we go. So if we are ultimate bearish, which also a little bit hard to say now, yeah, because the 886 took the wave 2 here as 886, which also can be something else, but we're gonna see. But don't forget that this is a wave C, okay? Sometimes in a wave C, the wave 2 shows an 886, yeah? And then don't forget this is a guideline, not a rule. So it is allowed, of course, to have a wave 3. But normally it is very rare to have it. But in a wave C, in case we are in wave, it can be, guys. It can be because it is corrective and it tells you before it goes down, it tells you that we're coming back later on to take the high, okay? So this is the thing. But what I see here, guys, if we are in a wave 3 toward the downside and we're looking for a major wave C, I would like to see, of course, at least the 0.38 fib time taken from the wave A here, right? So if we take, let me check again, on the daily, here we go. On the daily, if we take this fib time, I'm gonna remove it and set it again just to make sure. Okay, this is taken from the whole wave 1. Yes, from the whole wave 1. So if you remember, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and F5, wave 1. Yeah, this is the bull run. And currently we're looking for a wave 2, right? This wave 2, which it might unfold a bigger bull run, right? So the timing required to finish a wave 2 here again, here we go. Yeah, 0.38 FIB time. Now, of course, there is a possibility that this wave C takes time just to unfold. Maybe we're gonna get a very long wave 4, right? And then finishing over there, and then moving, of course, for a wave 3, right? Because on the logarithmic chart, this fib level, in case we hit it, it is not showing that we are going to take even the 0.38 fib level taken from the wave 1 here. Meaning, if you would like to see a wave 2 here, it is not just about fib time, but also the fib level 0.38 as well has to be taken, right? Now, on the linear chart, if we remove this, you will see that this price interfered perfectly inside even the 0.5 fib level. How much interesting this. So always for the fib level, guys, always check the linear. It is much preferable to check the linear always for the fib levels. I know that I use always logarithmic, and that because of course it shows the waves much clearer and we can see it much better. Of course, we can see what's going on, but the fib levels is much better, of course, or much more accurate on the linear chart. Okay, and someone asked me what is the difference between them. Of course, I'm gonna try to explain it later with a video, educational video. Again, that is one. Maybe it's not enough, but yeah, it doesn't mention the fib levels. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new one mentioning this. So very interesting that the 1.38 and 1.618 taken from the A to the B to the C here, which is an expanding flat because you took the 1.05 here for a wave B, uncommon target, but still perfect. Moving toward the downside is gonna hit even the 0.5 fib level, around the 62 and 63 fib or K for the pricing. Don't forget the support here, the very strong support area, which it is in confluence as well with the target, where we might, of course, start a wave 3 toward the upside. If you remember, this was a very long, boring area before we move for the bull run, if you remember. This is not made for nothing, okay? It is made here to, of course, launch a second or next bull run toward the upside. Yep, that's true, Abudi, you asked for it. So I'm gonna try my best, man, to explain it with a new video. Okay, so yeah, so basically when you go to the logarithmic, you will see that we raised to the 65 or 60, yeah? But if you go to the linear, you will see that you might even reach the 55K and 63. Yeah, the common one is at 55, which is also very close to the 0.618. Which is a golden box for a wave 2, right? And it is also in confluence with the bottom of this support. And I believe that the fear is gonna be very big in this area, very, very big, especially when we reach this area here, okay, where the price might do this, okay. So it's coming, guys. It's coming for a very, very strong one, and it's gonna create a lot of fear, of course. Okay, but after this, we're gonna see, of course, a bull run, right? Yeah. So this is the idea about what is going on and what I see for the next. We were talking about this since a long time, and yeah. So, and I mentioned that this is hard to call it an impulse. I see it much more as corrective wave, especially that it is exhausted each time we move towards the upside, and it doesn't look healthy. And here we go. We come to a point where we are not able to move on. Now, of course, it's not for sure. We still need this one-to-one fib level, guys. Okay, so we still need this one-to-one fib level to be checked, and we'll see. We'll take it from there. Okay. Yep. So basically, this is what I'm now for the bullish. To not be always bearish, guys. Of course, that is a bullish scenario. Okay, that we potentially finished WX and a Y here. You bottomed already there. And because it is not an impulse, it is a zigzag, you might be in another wave 2 here. You're looking for 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside, ending diagonal. Okay, so this is a bullish. I have no other thing in the hands, otherwise a triangle. Here we go, which is of course can be bullish, but currently you will see like a very long sideways, like A, B, C, D, and an E, and then bullish again. So those are two bullish scenarios that they might unfold, but yeah, before doing this, yeah, we have to check what's gonna happen here. Now it can be even, as we said, it can hit there and move toward the upside. But what is gonna be the scenario if we move for higher? It's gonna be bullish like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yeah, it can be. It can be this one. That this wave 4, for example, goes for the wave C, 1-to-1 fib level, and move for higher. Or it can be the bearish one, which is a longer wave B. What is it? Here we go. What if that we move toward the upside? Let's go for, here we go. What if we move, let's say we take the low even, yeah, and then we move for higher. One leg. It can be wave 5, meaning 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or it can be an A, B, and a C, right? And what I think here, it can be, of course, still looking for the perfect fib level for wave B in big A, B, and a C. So you're gonna have like kind of A, B, C zigzag, and then moving toward the downside. However, very hard also to call it, because why? I mean, this doesn't look like a finished impulse even, okay? It looks like simply like it's there. So W, X, and a Y fits much more honestly for this structure. Yeah, especially with those triangle, no 0.58, no 0.38. Very, very bad, honestly, for an impulse to call it. And therefore, it might be corrective. It might be even W, X, and a Y, even inside it, getting like something even like finishing like a zigzag. So big W, X, and a Y. That's also possible. Okay, and then moving down. Otherwise, you are bullish. Yeah. Okay, guys. So that is the deep analysis. What to watch is the 100K and the 99K next target. Otherwise, we can move toward the upside probably, or sideways in a triangle. Okay, that was for Bitcoin. Let's check the dominance. If the dominance for Bitcoin is moving up, okay, yeah, it is rising up. So basically in the dominance we were, let's check our counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. A, okay, expanding flat wave B, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the diagonal is kind of broken or finished. Okay, finished, meaning you finish 3 waves and you move another low. Okay, therefore, or I can take it simply ABC, yeah. And then, okay, the diagonal is kind of like expanding then. Here we go. Okay, rather than being here, it is expanding still. Okay, and probably, well, but you got the 5 ways. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But we're going impulsive. If you are in a diagonal here, you would like to see a zigzag. And this is a very long zigzag. Okay. Therefore, 1, 2, 1, 2. Interesting. Double 1, 2s. Okay. Yes, very interesting. It can be double 1 2, guys. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, you have an impulse A, B, and a C. Now the problem with this one is looking like an impulse, but look, you took the low after it. So I think definitely corrective. So 1 2, and then 3 4 and a 5. Okay, so basically this is your next target. And what's gonna happen in a bigger overview? Okay, so definitely we're not bearish. We're gonna remove this option. 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Okay, but the wave 4 here, if you are in an impulse, 1 2 3 4 interfering with the zone 1, meaning it's not an impulse. Definitely it is not an impulse, and we have to consider this is a zigzag here. Okay, here we go. This is ABC, 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Probably a very big ending diagonal is unfolding here. Okay, that is the thing, guys. So what is going on is, I'm gonna remove this. So what we have here in this final leg, we have of course a 1 2 and then 3 4 and a 5. Your ending diagonal is finishing somehow like that. Okay, here we go. And in a bigger view as well, you have a 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yes. Okay, so let me clean up. So you have big wave 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Here we go. Let me just check the wave 3. Is it that it's not the short? Okay, yeah, it is shorter. So wave 1 is longer than wave 3, and that means your wave 5 is not allowed to be longer than the wave 3. So that means you're not allowed to take the 68% in case you are impulsive. And that's why it might be, of course, an ending diagonal here. Yep. So I would like to see one more leg toward the upside. And that's why, of course, internally you are looking here at 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Okay. Basically even 4 and a 5. You have double for 5. You have 1 2 3 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. And that means, of course, it's gonna be like kind of like this, guys. So 5 4 5, and then ABC, and then 1 2 3 4 5. Would that end it up nicely? Yes. Perfect. Yep, so this is what I'm looking for. But basically, you should not see the 68%. Because if you are in an impulse here, okay, if you are in an impulse, you're looking for 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yeah, I mean, if you are in an impulse, it's not allowed to take this. If you take it, therefore directly you have to consider something different unfolding here in a bigger view, meaning A, B, and a C. You finished a zigzag. For W, you got the X, and you're looking for another zigzag toward the upside. Why zigzag? Because of course you start with an impulse here, or diagonal. Okay, so A, B, and a C. If in case you take the 68%, okay, that is the key level. All right. For the USDT dominance, dominance, here we go. Okay, in a bigger overview, we are potentially, okay, I mean, there is no, how to say, it's useless to count all of this. But basically, it can be like an impulse finished over there. Okay, this might be your wave 5. Let me remove all of this just to see. We never did the dominance very precisely, but we can do it. I'm searching the wave 3 first. Okay, this is a wave 3 probably, or this one. 4 and a 5. Okay, so we have 2, 4, wave 4 did not interfere. So I would say it starts over there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. And you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, this is a white. And this, of course, a big wave 1 or a big wave A, right? A or 1, 2, maybe the 2 still unfolding, of course, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so basically this is your bullish scenario. If the wave 2 is not finished, of course, you're still looking for low. Okay, we're gonna check it later. A, B, and a C. Okay, and this is the second. All right, so basically what you have here, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, that's 4 and a 5. This is a wave 5 inside it. Okay, and then or 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, and a 5 also interfering. A, B, and a C. Okay. Okay, guys. So I think, yeah, the count is good. But what I don't like it is that the wave B is overshooted as an expanding flat. Very overshooted. Therefore, I prefer that the wave 5 has ended over there. Which one is the high? Let's check here. Yeah, this one is the high. Okay. All right, which is not looking really nice for an ending. Why? Because this looked like an impulse correction. 1, 2, 3, yeah, or ABC. Okay. Still thinking about 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, therefore we have to take it like this. We have no other option. Here we go. Ending diagonal, a little bit expanding, but yeah, it still can be very possible. So wave 1 here, wave 3, 4, and a 5 finished in that way, guys. Okay, somehow like that. Okay, here we go. This is like an ending diagonal can be possible here. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow, or even 1, 2, 3, 4 interfering. Yeah, is it? Yeah, it is interfering. Okay, it doesn't matter, guys. Currently, you are corrective. Let's say this is the top wave 1. Okay, you are corrective in 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and obviously it's not ready to move for higher. Okay, it's not ready to move for higher. Why? Because this is a low. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay with it as 3 ways down, 3 ways up, even potentially truncated here. And that's why it doesn't show strengths. Yeah, it doesn't show like a really strong impulse. And this is not an impulse, by the way. Wave 4 interfering, everything is overlapping here inside it. So I believe whatever you are looking at now, this is impulsive toward the downside. Okay, so probably you might continue toward the downside a little bit. Okay, for the USDT. It doesn't show strengths. This is the thing. I still see correction and potentially one more leg to finish this correction and then moving for higher. Okay. All right, that was for the crypto market in overall, guys, for Bitcoin, the dominance, and etc. I think we started, I don't know, at 11 minutes, somehow like this. Okay, so let's start to see some cryptos here. 44 minutes for FET. Okay, so let's see what is gonna happen next, guys. Basically, we are looking at the 1 hour chart. Yeah, so we're very corrective here. Let me set the alternative bullish. Here we go. Okay. So this is the scenario here. Let's remove this. This is the main scenario. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, potentially finished wave A or a wave 1. We are looking at something very corrective, definitely, which is a wave A or a W. 3 ways to the upside, wave B. Now, this is definitely something very corrective, right? And it might be very complex, which is it might end up in 3-wave structure for a wave Y. Okay. However, internally, if we take the micros here, internally you still have unfinished structure. Okay, so it looks like I was counting, it was there. Okay, so this can be a wave 3 right now. We're looking for a wave 4 and this wave 5. Okay, so we're still looking for one more low, and that because, let me add also here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, by the way. This is not finished even. We have double lows. I'm gonna explain. So you have wave 3, wave 4, internally wave 5, which is gonna finish already a wave 1 here, probably wave 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, so that will be the main 3 exactly here. 3, okay. And in a zigzag, because you need to finish this impulse, you have already an impulse ABC, 3, 4, and a 5. That case will, of course, unfold this one. Okay, here we go, inside this blue box, where we have this wave Y or wave 2. Okay, so we need to see a diagonal here, ending diagonal. Voila. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And currently we're playing the wave 3 still, 5 of a wave 3, and therefore 4 and a 5 still, yeah, to finish over there. And this, regarding this price, as you can see on the logarithmic chart, we did not hit the 0.38, only the 0.23, which is very strong for FET, honestly, yeah. But if you go to the linear chart, you will see that you are already there. And on the linear chart, what it might do is hitting perfectly the golden box for a wave 2. Here we go. And that is the right, probably this is the right bottom, yeah, for a wave 2. Cool. So FET still very strong, guys. And I told you that without this wave 2, we cannot move toward the upside. Okay. We need this wave 2. We were just at the 0.23 before, even on the linear, by the way. Look how you broke it, because it was holding very strongly above it until, of course, what happened fundamentally. But I believe with it or without it, guys, this is gonna happen. The market will always find a reason. Don't worry, even if there was no war or threat of wars in the Middle East or etc. It's gonna find a reason to move for a wave 2. Okay, and this is exactly what happened right now. Okay, so we are looking right now for this blue box and then moving toward the upside as expected still. So everything actually is extra good. I would say the lower we go, the better we get, of course, impulsive wave toward the upside, guys. Yep, so FET is still looking perfect. I still see one leg moving up again, wave 4, and then one leg to finish it, and then moving higher. Now, of course, there is a possibility to finish in a wave Y. Be careful. I always mention this, right? That you might finish in a 3 waves. And because you hit right now the 0.38 and everything looking well, so be careful, of course. We might, of course, move toward the upside directly after a W, X, and a Y. Therefore, the question mark here, of course, no financial advice. It depends on you. Would you like to be in if you don't miss it, right? So this is a question. You don't want to miss it, right? If it moves toward the upside. So you should have a plan how to enter, how much to enter. In case it moved down, can I hold it? Can I take the loss? Can I get it back to this area? And so on, yeah? So, yeah, in case that you don't get a 4-5, right? So, yeah, this is a question mark. But everything looks good, guys. Everything looks good for FET, for the bullish later on, as planned. You know, on the daily, we are very bullish, right? You can find any previous videos for FET. You can see the daily on it, and we have a lot of bullish scenarios there. So let's see render at 50-minute. Render. FET seems to showing a bear flag in the lower time frames. Yeah, we just explained, yes. So definitely, I don't know, bear flag, or other things, or other pattern. I'm not really so much into these patterns, but yeah, it can be, of course. Based on Elliott wave, it is very bearish. That's true. Okay, for render, let me just drink water. All right. For render, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, definitely we have an impulse. So this is what we're looking at. But what is different in render is that you are already in the golden box for a wave 2. Very interesting, right? So yeah, it's a little bit scary for render. It starts to scare me because this looks already like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it has started to be like impulsive, right? So there are, of course, a scenario. Let me find it. I hope that we find it. Okay, those are all small scenarios. Yes, I think this one, finally. Sorry, guys. This one. Because this looks like an impulse, I'm start to wondering, is this the scenario that it is playing? Wave A, wave B, wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as an expanding flat. So yeah, this is a question mark. And of course, you have already your impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at both case scenarios, you have a big wave 1, 2 here, and then moving toward the upside. Okay, so yeah, on the linear chart, we're already inside it. Now on the logarithmic chart, it's not yet, right? It's not hit yet. But don't forget, if you want to move down so much to the $3, 0.786, which is kind of like a risky zone, right? To lose our bullish scenario here. On the linear or on the logarithmic chart, it's still, of course, far from the 0.786, which is exactly in the middle. Well, as I mentioned, sometimes it is like working a little bit much more closer to the logarithmic. Sometimes it is to the linear. But yeah, can it test our nerves to this far? I mean, this is a question here. Very interesting for render. Yeah, so if it's gonna be very deep, we are in the risky zone, yeah, for the 886. Taking the 886, yeah, reduce so much the possibilities, okay? So we have to be careful. Now, I want to remind you for render, when render has started to move towards the upside here, it was the first coin, the first altcoin that it has started the move for higher. And it has started even before 3 or 4 days from FET and SUI and all the other altcoins. So it showed up already an impulse very early. So could it repeat the same? Probably. Yeah. Why? Because we're very close to the blue zone. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing for render. We're very close already to the blue zone. Interesting. So be careful. Internally, we have double 1, 2. We have wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 still unfolding. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And you have, of course, another final 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Sorry, wave. Yeah, wave 4. This is your wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we still have to visit, of course, our area here. Okay. Yeah. Would it finish there? Well, probably it can be, but the question mark is, yeah, I mean, it's not easy. I know psychologically, it's not easy for you maybe to be in, but actually for me, I would be in. Very simple. I would be in. I would take my chances, of course. There is no risk. There is no gain without pain first. And you, of course, everything has risk, guys. And yeah, probably because I see a finished structure. And it can be, of course, A, B, and a C. So I'm going to take the possibility. Very simple. No financial advice, of course. Yeah, so I would like to be in. I know render might be the first one, but don't forget that if render start from here, you okay, how the other altcoins will just keep dumping or moving down. I'm not sure, guys, but as I mentioned before, render was even moving before FET. You know, for example, toward the upside. This was in April 7. Let me check. When render move bottom down, here we go. Almost the same with FET. Let me check another. Oh, all of them are the same. How we saw render moving impulsively before. I think not the bottom. The bottom was the same, but I think the wave 3 has started before. That was the 9th. Okay. Yeah. FET. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is what I'm talking. I mean, FET was still formation of wave 1, while render has started the wave 3 on the 9th. This is a wave 3. Okay, this is what I mean. So it was very bullish. So yeah, we're gonna see, but it's not something really to mention. But yeah, and this is where it comes for example, the previous analysis for FET, the wave Y. So be careful. This was what I was mentioning here. What if we get a W, X, and a Y? Or even A, B, and a C finishing as ending diagonal somehow like that. Okay, like 4 and it's not wave 1, A, B, C. Yeah, what if that this is a zigzag here, turning into a zigzag, and this is your 4, 5? Well, very low possibility, but very scary. Yeah. But I see that if render bottom was this one more leg, and FET might follow, for example, therefore it goes for a wave Y. Because we have 3 waves. Yeah, this is the idea. All AI16 and BGB, we gonna do AI16. It is there. BGB, yes, okay, we're gonna add it. All right. Okay, let's move for Sui to see also. The more cryptos we see and we analyze, the better idea and picture we get, right? So let's see what do we have next. Would Sui shows the same? Okay. So on the micro level, also we have, okay, my last counting was for W, X, and a Y. This is a finished wave Y, wave 4. You're moving in double 1, 2s here to finish wave. Yes, here we go. So this is belonging to 1, 2, 3. This is a wave 4. Oh, okay, I see. This is a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Exactly. Okay. So what Sui shows here is that you have double 1, 2s. Okay. So you have a 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Okay. With this one, the magenta, where you might even get a wave 3 here already, so 1, 2, 3, the wave 4 did not interfere, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 extended. The wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, you're looking at double 1, 2s, meaning 1, 2. Okay, I have to put these micros, but okay, let's put it. So 1, 2. Oh my god, a lot of double 1, 2s. What's going on in the market? It is dumping very massively, guys. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2 internally as well, or it can be 1, 2, 3, 4 interfering. No, so this is double 1, 2 inside it also. Incredible. Okay, is there something going on right now? Strikes, something like this in the Middle East? It might be the reason. So mini white, here we go. Okay. I'm saying this because seeing a lot of 1, 2s, meaning that the market is preparing to explode towards the downside, guys. So we have to be careful. Okay. So we're looking at a potential double 1, 2s here to finish, of course, this impulse. With it, it's gonna finish the wave 5, right? That's true. And with it, we're gonna finish a wave 3 and then moving for a wave 4 and a 5 again. Yeah. So so he still has a lot. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Exactly. Internally, you have a double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So we're gonna hit with this one around the 0.5, then retrace a little bit for a wave 4 again, and finishing a wave 5 in the red or in the magenta. Now the scary part is to keep going impulsive. This is the scary part, where you might see, of course, a big 1, 2 here. Yeah, this is what I'm scared of, guys. Unless we have an A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y, can be possible. Let's start to see. So we have A, B, and a C, right? The wave C, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to take a wave C here. Okay, that was very high. 1, 2, and then 3, 4 interfering. That's not good. Meaning ABC is out. W, X, and a Y. Okay, that is 2 W, X, and a Y possibilities. The first one is that it can finish over there, the orange. Okay, it can be a W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y is a big zigzag. Okay, this is the first one. Now the scary one, the scary W, X, and a Y is the following: W, X, and a Y. Okay, this we're gonna put it in the blue scenario, for example. Okay, this one is the orange. Here we go. So what is the difference? The difference is that you are looking probably for lower, and once you finish this leg, you might see, of course, a pull toward the upside, which it can be a wave 2 here, and then finishing 3, 4, 5. With this one, you can finish, yeah, you can finish even, yeah, W, X, and Y, exactly. A, B, C, this is your wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you get, of course, correction. Okay, and then you might get here another ABC, zigzag. So, yeah, the scary part is to be impulsive, which I doubt it, meaning like A, B, and a C, very low possibility. But W, X, and a Y can be. Yeah, this blue scenario. I'm gonna put it in a round blue. Here we go. Okay, preferably W, X, and a Y, not ABC, because this is a higher possibility. Meaning you might get, of course, an ABC here, guys, and to reach the blue zone. Very interesting. Okay, so this is for the wave 2. let's check the linear. Yeah, on the linear chart, you're still far. That's why. Okay, that's why SUI is showing a lot of 1-2s, guys. Okay, because it has a big gap, and of course, if for future traders, if you're selling, that means it is much more profitable. Yeah, no financial advice, of course. Don't take it as a financial advice, but this is what I'm saying. Okay, so it can be very profitable. Okay, with selling, because in a render, for example, you're already there. You're already there. I mean, it's not profitable, same as SUI. Yeah. The FET also, you're already there, very close. Oh, no, I mean, is also it has a lot of probability to move for lower. But yeah, these are XRP is not in your list, KG. Well, yeah, XRP is not. I don't think we have time for it. And yeah, I don't like this guy anymore, XRP. But yeah, it can be. I mean, I was analyzing it yesterday also on the micro levels. Oh, it's really, yeah, it's really awful. But you're still looking for a very long wave 4, okay? Very long wave 4, and there is no sign for bullish yet. Okay, there is no sign for bullish, and unless you are in a wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2 here, and yeah, I don't see even 1, 2 after it. Okay, so I see A, B, C internally, meaning you're still looking for lower. So very, yeah, very annoying one. Meaning this wave 4 might still have another low there. Okay. Yeah, it's yeah, it's very very complicated chart, by the way. Very complicated one. All right. That is a fast overview for XRP. Let's see Ethereum. Yep, Ethereum, that might be okay. Yeah, I'm still looking for lower anyway. On Ethereum, we are looking also at the micros here and giving, of course, a potentially finished wave 1 or a wave A. We have 1 2 1 2 and then 1 2 1 2, right? Internally inside the wave 3, you have a wave 3 4 and a 5, internally 4 and a 5 to finish wave 3, and then ABC wave 4 and a wave 5 diagonal. Then 4 and a 5 for the orange, perfectly finished, and of course taking the high A or a wave 1, perfect. Everything is fine. But your wave 2 time and fib levels are not taken yet. You have 3 waves toward the downside, and you have 3 waves toward the upside. Currently, you're looking for an expanding flat wave C. And we are in the middle of it. So wave C expanding flat, here we go. Now you will see this is very far from the 0.38. If you go to the linear, here we go. It's exactly in the middle of the 0.38. Okay, meaning you might get, of course, this price exactly here. Okay, which is on the logarithmic 2237. Now on the linear, it's not so far, 2227. Okay, so yeah, basically the numbers doesn't change so much, but yeah, somehow. Cool. So basically this is for Ethereum. It's very easy one. Okay, very easy one. 1 2 1 2 and 3 4 5 4 5 finished. You're looking for 3 waves, 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Okay, so the wave 5 might be extended internally. Of course, it has several 1 2s. Yeah, here we go. Internally, you have 1 2 1 2, and then it might move very fast very soon, guys. Let me check. Yeah, we have bearish. Oopsie. Sorry, guys. That my phone. Silence. How can I put it silence? Okay. Sorry, guys. So yes, we have a bearish divergence here. So from the top here also. So it can be, of course, very bearish. Also, we have a lot of divergences coming from the tops. So yeah, momentum is for the bullish is decreasing. So bearish also crossroad here or cross signal. And that means we might be okay, and also very bearish in the top on the 4 hours chart. All right, guys. So yeah, there is no doubt, to move for a wave 2 here. Target has been given. All right. So 1 hour 05. Okay, Tau. Let's see Tau also. All right. XRP looks going around, yeah, way $2. Yeah, probably yes. Yes, so we were looking at Tau. Let's take a look at Tau. What is doing BitTensor? All right. Yeah, moving very massively. By the way, we are on copy trade with it. Okay, here we go. All right, that's nice. This is what we were looking for. We are looking for the 1-to-1 fib level, and yeah, A, B, and a C. Potentially that you have a big wave ABC for a wave A in the magenta. We have a wave B, and we're looking for a wave 5, which it might be very extended to the 1-to-1 fib level, 312, hitting, of course, at least the 0.38, $312. Okay. On the linear chart, you will be very close to the 0.618, which is a golden box for wave 2, meaning potentially after this one more leg, we might move toward the upside. Unless, always find some scenario, you are in W, X, and a Y, unless, yeah, so meaning zigzag somehow like that. And what I'm seeing, guys, is that yes, we're moving towards this area on all the cryptos, okay, all altcoins, we might move to this area, but what it might happen is that we might range a little bit, okay, so we might have a zigzag kind of, and then start to move toward the upside. So it's not gonna move maybe directly for higher, but we might get a structure, 3 waves, and then moving for higher. Okay, because yeah, this might trick you here. Once it moves a little bit higher, oh yeah, we are in bull run. Everyone is buying, and then poof, taking the low. Okay, I'm out. I hate this market. I'm out. I'm done. Right, and then boom. Yep. So be careful. Very psychological scenarios might appear. Next is AI 16, $300 for Tau, yeah, 312 or $10. Target AI 16. Let's go from it here. Here we go. This is AI. Yeah, AI. I don't know what's going on. What the hell with AI? I'm also in a loss, by the way. I'm in a loss with AI with spots, of course, but it's not a big deal. Yeah. So first I start to buy from there, very low price. I mean very low amount. But the big bot was after having a 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. It was here. And then it appeared that okay, it's not an ABC, it is something. I mean, this was not finished as an impulse. It is of course a bigger impulse, like, or bigger A, B, and a C, meaning 1 2 3 4 and a 5 probably, or the wave 5 is expanding as 1 2 3 4 5. Horrible. But yeah, I bought exactly here. So what the hell? I don't know why. This thing, I don't know why, but I already mentioned that be careful with this one. Only with spots. Yeah, only with spot. Very, very risky, very dangerous. Now, on a bigger view, of course, we are very bullish, guys. On bigger view, we are very bullish. That is no doubt. Okay. there is no doubt that we are very bullish. Why? Because in both case scenarios, bullish and bearish, by the way, we're looking for higher. And that's why I feel safe. It's fine. I'm gonna hold on. Maybe when I come back from my trip, it will be somewhere else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave A or a wave 1. Yeah, A, B, and a C. Right, finished. If we are in something impulsive, your wave 4 interfered with zone 1. That means I'm okay. We say this in my culture. You can't put your hands in a cold water just to relax. Yeah, so it is 3 ways toward the downside. If in case this, by the way, turns as something corrective, which is very clear impulse, therefore it already took this zone, and that means of course invalidation of this impulse in case we are impulsive, and that means it should go higher. Whatever is gonna happen later on, it's gonna maybe play around a lot here. Yeah. If we take the low, if you remember the last video, I mentioned there is no way to break an impulse unless there is something huge globally happening. I hope not, guys. I hope not. I hope I'm not talking just on AI, on the all alts, all the altcoins. If something very bad, a lot of fear in the market or something happens, very possible to take the low, but very rare. Very rare to break such impulses on all the altcoins. Very rare. It might be, but it happens only fundamentally and not technically. Yeah. So hopefully not. So what I see for AI, it might of course range in this area for a while and then start to move toward the upside. Okay. This is what I think. And this is on the bigger view. Just always for spot, take a look on the bigger view. Now what's going on here? It is horrible, I believe. Here we go, guys. A lot of 1-2s, all right? A lot of 1-2s. And currently we're finishing this wave 5. Obviously, this wave 4, it went very long. This wave 4, it went very long. Wave 3, wave 4. So this is a wave 5 that it might end up finally. Yeah, we're gonna see. This is your magenta one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So this need to be updated there. 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 4. 1 second. Yes, no, it was true like this. This is a wave 3, 4, and a 5. You're looking at the wave 5 unfolding right now with several 1-2s internally, very wave 4 long, and finally dropping down. Hopefully that it doesn't transform to something like A, B, and a C, and that is a disaster. Okay, this is a disaster. So it can be. I mean, it's not so bad, but if it transforms to like A, B, and a C, it's gonna make like, this fear scenario that I'm talking about, trying to take the 886. And it might take it, nobody knows. It can take it and it then move toward the upside, turning this into A, B, and a C, zigzag. But eliminating the big move toward the upside. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm not saying the 886 is bearish. It can, of course, move, even take the high and then moving down later on, because it means, of course, we're gonna take the low sooner or later, but it might do this, Another scenario can be also, what if it takes the 886, what it makes like kind of like ending diagonal, so A, B, and a C, for example. So it's not really nice to see this already in the zone, in the critical zone. As you can see on the linear, we took the 0.786. Very hopefully that we finish only wave 5 here, as per the counting, the micro. I hope so. If my micro are very accurate here, therefore it should be finished there. Okay, it should be finished there if those micros are working. All right, we'll see, guys. We'll see. Okay, for AI virtuals, let's see virtuals, 1 hour 19. Yeah, so AI and render, if you have realized, they are the most bloody one so far. Kevin, welcome, man. Yeah. Okay. 50 minutes. Is there any diagonal meaning want to move to upside? What do you think? Oh, yeah. Aladdin, sorry, I missed your message. I don't think there is any move toward the upside right now. So definitely, what you think about, I think, is not good for Bitcoin. All right. On virtuals, we were looking for a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, virtual was performing while many altcoins were bleeding in this area, but we didn't saw a wave 4 interfering. Here we go. It took our invalidation of bullish. That's why we have it always, right? So this is out. What is left is the wave A, B, and a C, right? And that means currently you are impulsive towards the downside, and it is a very clear wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So most of the scenarios right now, most of the alts are looking for this wave 5, right? That it might ends up, yeah, very low. We're gonna see in virtuals wave 5/1. Here we go. Right. Let's see some confluence on the bigger view. So 2 hours confluence. Okay, we're very far with virtual, by the way. We're very far even from the 0.38. Okay, that is okay. You cannot be scared with virtuals, honestly, yet. It's very far even from the targets, though. I mean, the minimum requirement, even on the linear. Horrible. Okay, very nice one. This is very bullish. Okay. Obviously we have ABC, obviously, and that means it can be here, of course, starting from there, like kind of like a W, X, and a Y. The wave Y might ends up in an AB and a C. If you are, of course, in a wave 1 here, because obviously that this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no wave 5 here. It is 3 waves, meaning we topped over there, guys. All of that is simply correction in W, X, and a Y here. Why? Because we have 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves. So basically you finish here kind of like A, let's say A, B, and a C. Or it can be a bigger W, X, and a Y. Okay. Normally it shouldn't happen like you have double W, X, and Y in the same structure. But yeah, I mean, here is very obvious, right? It's very obvious. Now it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, by the way. We can call it ABC, by the way. That's why I have ABC in red as well. Let's take it like this. It is much better because it gives you much more opportunity to have W, X, and Y in a bigger structure. So let's stick here with the ABC. Yeah. Yeah. So A, B, and a C, meaning you might be in a bigger ABC or in a bigger W, X, and a Y. Here we go. That's much more nicer. What is the difference? Here we go. You have 2 possibilities, and that's why I wanted to stick with it. First possibility is that you might have a W, X, and a Y. The wave Y might finish soon, like with one impulse toward the downside. Don't forget the linear chart. It will be hit directly, the 0.38. And it might, of course, unfold a move toward the upside. While if you are in A, B, C, big, A, B, and a C expanding flat, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. Meaning, after a zigzag, in case you get, you have 4, 5 for a wave C. Okay? This is the difference. 2 scenarios. Okay? So to be it means here you have to expect if whether you have 3 ways or whether you have 5 ways up continuation. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, that was for the main list. Virtuals. Virtuals is very still bullish. Of course, whatever is gonna happen, I'm not scared with virtual, but don't forget it might dump very fast, yeah, or very strong. It might makes a lot of revenue also with selling, so no financial advice, but be careful. It might be very, of course, but maybe it says, okay, no, 0.38 is more than enough there for me, and then I move for higher, so be careful. Okay, that was for virtual. Let's see your special request, POPCAT. Let's see POPCAT. Okay, POPCAT. All right, so for POPCAT, okay, what we were looking for. We are looking for a wave 2 before a wave 3, 4, and a 5. So the same for all the altcoins right now. POPCAT showing the same. No need for this. Let's clean up. Okay. So yes, you might be in a leading diagonal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing wave 1. You might be in A, B, and a C. Let's see how this invalidation of bearish. Okay, meaning we are looking for an impulse here, not invalidated. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3, wave 4, and a 5. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3. And then you have big wave 1. Okay. Yeah, so we have to be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Which it can be a big impulse, guys. Okay. So if that is a big impulse, hopefully not. Okay. That means you might be in a big ABC. Okay. A, B, and a C. So be careful. A, B, and a C is the first option. Okay. It might be very deep to finish a wave 2. Of course, it can be bearish, meaning taking the low, which I doubt it. I mean, it will get out of the screen then. As you're already very low. So, yeah, we're gonna see. But another possibility is an ABC finished here, which is one more leg here to finish this impulse. Okay. Which is this one in blue. We're gonna put it in blue, A, B, and a C. Here we go. Okay. Let's clean up a little bit here. It's too much things for you guys. No need for this. Here we go. Is this one out also? Here we go. Okay. So yeah, be careful. The blue box might shift, of course, to this area. It depends. It depends if you are in an ABC, which is, of course, one more leg. Sorry, not the blue one. It depends on this ABC, one more leg, or wave 2. Meaning there is a possibility that you finish here, you move up, or you move up and then one more leg toward the downside. Yep. Well, very interesting also that all the daily is already very close to the oversold. The 4 hours is already touching it. 2 hours also inside it. Yeah, so yeah, I think guys, we're very close to a bottom. Okay, we're very close to a bottom for all the altcoins, I would say, and meme coins can be, of course. Everything will be influenced. All right, that was for POPCAT. Let's see with. Okay, I think 22. Currently, we are at 1 hour 29 for WIF. Okay, let's see WIF. So WIF, we're looking the same. Nothing nothing different than any altcoin or the meme coin that we saw before. We have wave 2 to be unfolding here. Okay, so wave 2 as an impulse has to unfold. You did not take the 0.38 even on the logarithmic chart. On the linear chart you did. You are between the 0.5. So I would say between 0.71, 0.53, which is on the logarithmic 53, 0.618. Yeah. Meaning you might move definitely to this blue box, guys, which is in common. Okay. Yeah. How we are moving? Let's move inside it. Okay. Do we have micros for it? What do we have here? Okay. Yes, we have. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Let's just stick with this one. A new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Yeah, very possible even. Okay, so here are the possibilities. A, B, and a C as well. Don't forget expanding flat. In confluence, as a target, you might have the following: wave C expanding flat. Okay, be careful with this one. You're already there. Meaning, be careful, guys. Same as for the all altcoins. One more lag can be possible to finish taking the 0.38 on the logarithmic, on the linear already taken, and moving toward the upside. But if something much more is gonna unfold, it can be, of course, a big W, X, and a Y. Okay, for lower. We're gonna put this in different. Here we go. Can it be one more high and then moving one more structure inside this area? Everything is possible. Okay, so yeah, in overview, guys, if you have realized, we're looking at the same almost with all the altcoins, almost. Now it can be just different patterns, definitely, but most of them, of course, showing the same scenarios. So we might get one more leg. There is a potential to move for higher, but when you move higher, you have to expect also one more leg or structure toward the downside that it might unfold. It might be very tricky. And then moving for higher later on. Okay, so that is our next mission, yeah, to follow, see what's going on. Okay, so BONK. Let's see, BONK USD. I think this, yeah, it was already in red. Here we go. Okay, for BONK, let's start with the daily. What do we have here? Okay, so probabilities are, oh yeah, for an impulse probably 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and you're looking for something higher for wave 5. On the lower time frame, okay, so there is probability for bullish, meaning we are looking almost at the same scenarios, but BONK is very deeper than any other meme coin here. I think BONK is a meme coin, right? Yes. Okay, so wave 2, this is taken, this is taken, no need for it. Next target is there. The same things, all right, the same scenarios that you might have. A, B, and a C potentially. Okay, this is a wave B that it should be here. So probably you are looking for A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. One more leg that it can finish wave B or wave 2. Very close. Or it can be a, yeah, W, X, and a Y with somehow like that to transform this into a zigzag. Or it can be already a zigzag. This is the first A. B, you are currently in a formation for a bigger zigzag, somehow like this. Yeah, this is what I mean with it. Meaning you might be, of course, moving for lower. It can be like A. Okay, yeah, you still need to finish the A, by the way. Was this one more leg? A, B, and a C. Somehow. One more leg. Same scenarios, right? Same scenarios. Yeah, so 886 can be, of course, a wave B, don't forget. Yeah, you can be in a wave B looking for a wave C toward the upside. Taking the low, yeah, unfortunately, we will lose the impulse, which is very low possibility, guys. Okay, very low. But hopefully, we don't see something like a black swan or something like those. So hopefully not. Hopefully not. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Even if that is like a war and so on, I don't think this is like. I mean, I think that it's gonna be even better for crypto market. I don't know how to say it, but um, I mean, the war. What is the most safest way that you can do to how to say, to protect your wealth, your money during a war? And I believe crypto is one of this way, and that's why I think that it might bring the crypto market into better, I don't know, liquidities. Yeah, like to have more flow for inflows. Yeah, for the USD. And that is, I don't see it like a threat, honestly. Maybe right now, just because like, oh, okay, it might affect the US dollar and so on, the economy and so on, but actually, I see it in a different way. I don't know if I am right. Okay. So Rune 136. Rune USD. We have already one. Yeah. Cool. All right. So Rune is a nice chart, not bad. We have an impulse start toward the upside, which is a wave A or a wave 1. You have, of course, a correction finished probably as an A, B, and a C, yeah? Or it can be a longer correction, but this is definitely impulsive. Um, and we're looking for ABC here. Now, the problem with Rune is that it took the 886 over there, which it turns it, of course, into potential ABC toward the upside or a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. For a wave 3, anyway, you would like to see an impulse on the lower time frame. And on the lower time frame, we are definitely looking here for a 1, 2. Okay, that is wrong. The 1, 2 starts here. Okay. So you have a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. So 3, yeah, this is for higher, the blue zone. Okay. I would say this is there for the wave 1. Sorry, guys. This is a wave 1. This is, I don't know. Let's remove everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, this is interfering here. What is that for? Just remove it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I got it. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Yeah. This is probably the scenario here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So your wave 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. ABC for a wave 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Internally, of course, for a wave 5, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for a wave 3, and then big wave 4 and a 5. Okay, everything is fine. Currently, meaning you are looking for a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a round yellow. Here we go. Got you. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse in the micro level, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And yeah, potentially it can be again the same scenarios 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 unfolding in the white. this wave 2 is here, meaning you finished a full impulse here, which it can be as well wave A, right? It can be a wave A, B, and a C for lower. And this is gonna be the first scenario, which it can be deeper for a wave C in a zigzag, or it can be again W, X, and a Y, which is the following: W flat expanding for a wave X, and a wave Y can be, of course, the following ABC. Somehow like that. Let's put this in blue. Let me clarify. So, two scenarios that it might be here. 3 ways down for W, 3 ways up for the X, 3 ways down for the wave Y, finishing around the targets that you would like to finish for a wave 1, 2. If we remove this, let's have, here we go, the wave 2 targets. Okay, this is the blue zone. Okay, so this would be great. What you don't like to see is a wave A, which is gonna be finished very soon, having wave B, and then moving impulsively toward the downside, big zigzag, taking the low, which is not nice. So preferably that you are in W, X, and a Y, and that you get something like that. Okay. All right, that was for Rune. Let's see near 1 hour 42. Okay. So let's see near. Near is already somehow, not performing. This is what I mentioned before, which I know it is a popular one, but I don't like the chart because, as you can see, it's not looking bullish. I'm not a moon boy, but it's better for all of us, future traders, spot traders, to have bullish charts, right? Because of course, and of course, to make the crypto market more healthy, you would like to see, of course, the things bullish as well. And therefore, near it started already with 3 waves, and in the whole general view, you are in a triangle, which I don't like, right? And currently, it shows that the triangle is working perfectly as an ABC here, zigzag, and still looking for lower. By the way, on the lower time frame, you are in correction, not like this is of course the 2 hours, but of course it can be an impulse here, but you are in a correction, big one, interfering with the zone 1, and that means of course a bigger structure is unfolding, and that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal probably here. You have a zigzag wave 1, correction, zigzag wave 3, correction, zigzag wave 5. So very, very clear, I would say, leading diagonal, right? And here we go, somehow like that. And you have, of course, in between a correction, very decisive correction. Now, the scenario, of course, on the lower time frame, which is, of course, here can be W, X, and a Y. Oh, we took the invalidation even. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. That even here, this is a 3 waves corrective. So be careful. This might be very impulsive. Okay, it might take the low with near. Be careful because 1, 2, 3, 4, it has interfered, which is not nice at all. Okay. Now I know, is it the wick? Well, yeah. Even if we take this one, the wicks, which is questionable, but very rare that it happens, but that is not a good thing. Okay, so I don't recommend this chart anyway, guys. This is what I'm saying. Okay, it might be therefore A, B, and a C, or it can be, of course, W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y is anyway zigzag. in both case scenario, we are in a horrible position. The price is very low already. Here we go. You're already in. And that means whether you finish right now as an A, B, and a C, very hard to say. Or it can be a W, X, and a Y. Wave Y can be somehow like this, but you're very close also. Yeah. So be careful, guys. It's not recommended again. All right. Okay. I know it's very popular, but yeah, I mean, at the end, the chart says what it says. So popular or not, I don't see it a nice one. Okay, BGB, here we go. BGB is very bullish, of course. Now, let me check the whole history. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's go daily. All right, so the bullish scenario, you know them, is very bullish. But for the new viewers, of course, if there are new subscribers or viewers here, we have 1, 2 major, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Your wave 5 is unfolding as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're looking for this blue box, of course, as a scenario. Now, of course, we considered some bearish scenario to not be moon boys here. We're looking at 3 waves toward the upside, wave A or W, sideways correction for a wave B. You're looking for a wave C toward the upside. After an X, it can be somehow like a zigzag. This zigzag still need to finish a 1 wave 5 toward the upside, right? So A, B, and a C. Yep, this is a bearish. The other scenarios where you have several 1, 2s here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, you're looking for wave 3 in the yellow, right? Inside the wave 3, you would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the magenta to finish a wave 3, then 4, 5, 4, 5 toward the upside. Again, bearish scenario where you have finished potentially wave A here, because if we are considering this kind of like 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finish wave A, wave B, you're looking for a wave C for higher. Wave C can be, of course, diagonal, can be an impulse, or can be something, I don't know what it can be, anything that it has to take this box and even higher. Okay. So BGB is very bullish, right? I would say is very bullish and still looking for higher sooner or later. Now the correction here is taking time. That's very understandable if you take a look at this wave 2. The wave 2 timing is very long already. And if you take double time for this, okay, so if we take this, we put it there, and we put a copy paste, the double time for a wave 2, which is very understandable for a wave 4, meaning you still can get a wave 4 deeper before you move toward the upside. Don't forget that this is an opportunity, of course, if we move lower, because the target is gonna be, to the target is gonna be much more profitable, right? If you buy lower, right? This is the idea. So, yep, I would say BGB is very interesting. Now, internally, what's going on? I'm still looking for potentially one more low, yeah. Okay. I think that the wave C here is not finished. The wave 4 is not finished as well. What do I mean? Because you see clearly 3 waves up, 3 waves up, 3 waves, meaning W, X, and a Y. It's the central correction between even 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and you might get, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a flat. Finally, to make the targets much more precise, you might be looking, I think we have it. 1 second. Here we go. 1-to-1 fib level taken from this A here, A, B, and a C. Here we go. As a flat. So yeah, you might be bearish, of course, a little bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I think, of course, later on it's gonna unfold something very, very bullish. Invalidation is very far. This is a problem, that the invalidation of the scenario is very far, so you cannot count on it, guys. You will be liquidated already if that happened. But yeah, very, very low possibility. But yeah, Invalidation of bullish is very far. Aladdin, hey KG, BTC 15 minute, is there any diagonal meaning? I just replied for this. I think that right now the market is very bearish, so I don't think BTC is moving for higher. But yeah, we can check a little bit on the market. Yeah, I mean, yeah, still looking for lower, man. This is nothing bullish, by the way. Very overlapping, and it doesn't show any nice structure. If you're saying this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, can be, but yeah, it can be. It can be, but I don't see it like very strong finished structure here. Okay. Meaning this structure toward the downside somehow it looks like whether you finish 5 waves, and that means further downside, or you are in A, B, and a C, but the wave C is also not finished, or it can be finished, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, internally A, B, C. That means, of course, if you move for higher, it is this scenario, yeah, this diagonal. But yeah, I'm not sure if that is gonna happen. I don't see it yet. I don't see a potential for it. Let me check also maybe KGT for it. Well, that is a bullish signal, which it is corrective. Why? Because it's not divergent. Okay, it's just convergence with the price action. Meaning you might see a little bit higher prices, but correctively. Okay. It might be here that you might see this like A, B, and a C, and then moving down again. Okay. Because it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Invalidation, by the way, of bearish is over there. Here we go. Invalidation of bearish. It's very far currently. Okay. 108K. Yeah, so I don't see yet a move toward the upside, unless signal for a move toward the upside. If you are in a wave 1, 2 here, you would like to see the 1-to-1-0, which is very close to the invalidation anyway. So if we get a correction, and the correction takes this invalidation of bearish, therefore you are bullish. Okay, you're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A, wave B, wave C to finish wave 3, then continuation. Okay, you already have 1, 2 here. 1, 2. This is a wave 2. Yeah. Cool, guys. That was it for today. Let's go back to prepare my stuff for the trip. Yeah, so I think we saw a very nice overview for the market. We're still looking for lower a little bit for the altcoins. Bitcoin also might follow. Also, I mean, maybe Bitcoin might be the effect anyway that altcoins following. But I think that we are in a good position still for the bull run, despite the red that we are looking at and that we might see later. Okay, so don't be scared. I mean, yeah, it's a very psychological wave 2. I mean, this is a job of it, right? It has to show a lot of fear. It has to show a lot of doubt. It's gonna make you, sweat, right? It's gonna make your heartbeat very fast on a point exactly where it's gonna bottom. Yeah, and therefore it's gonna simply move towards the upside. Yep, so that was it, guys, for the crypto market. I hope that nothing will affect the market very badly and like invalidate the impulses as a wave 1. You know, this is my fear. Yeah, technically, I'm not scared of a wave 2. Whatever it's gonna bottom is gonna bottom at the end. But I'm scared, of course, that the impulses as a wave 1 might be invalidated due to something very fundamental, yeah, you know, globally, war, geopolitical tensions, and so on. Hopefully not, guys. All right. Yeah, thank you for being here. Don't forget to support with pressing the like button, and of course subscribe if you didn't yet. I will try my best to update you also during my trip. Have a nice day. See you in the next one. Bye bye.